we argued over what to do with the book. Reading it is evil, skimming it is okay. So ultimately decided to take the book, but not destroy it in the fire like I suggested, because I think that would be a good idea. But no listens. We wrapped it in my cloak because it is a cloak of protection, and so we will be protected. That math checks out. We come back outside to Nebuchadnezzar attacking Josias. I then convinced him through threat of violence to apologize and to lead us out.
Why was he attacking Josias?
Because he made some joke about skin or something.
Makes your skin crawl?
Makes your skin crawl. Yeah, you know what? The fuck Nebuchadnezzar. I wanted to be his friend, but no, he's a bad guy and I don't like him. Just that thing.
He always was a bad guy.
Then we were eventually stopped by guards on the outside. They were ready to make a deal upon learning the mountebank's fate. We are going to leave Nebuchadnezzar in a little pile and then walk outside. And so as soon as we do that, we are starting to walk across. Sledge tries to look at the stonework, but doesn't get a whole lot. Realizes that the multiverse of monsters actually did a bad thing for him, and so he can't do that anymore. But he gets 5 more feet of walking. And so as soon as we leave, Nebuchadnezzar is like, "All right, cool, kill them." So that is where we are.
All right, yeah.
I think I heard Nebuchadnezzar call Buck a dingleberry before he said get him.
Interesting. I don't remember that version of events, but, who's to say?
Yeah, actually, I have that in my notes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Wow. Interesting
And
for
so
the fact
we
that
began-
you guys have notes all of a sudden.
I have notes. I just
Well,
don't
give us
give the
inspiration.
recaps.
I have notes somewhere too, but I
so-
lost my notebook.
Oh.
In my
That is
defense,
unfortunate.
I give the third most recaps in the group.
Brent, I can't see what your shirt is, so from this angle, it
You
looks
sure
like
about
an
that?
angry octopus.
I'd say the DM gives the third most out of the
DM doesn't count. I'm talking about out of the party. DM doesn't
angry
count.
It was
DM doesn't count, buddy.
It's not a party without the DM.
DM doesn't count, guys.
that's true.
Does feel like
That
if you
is
would
true.
have brought out the stat that, I don't know, Carl's Jr. sells the most, or the third
Out of
most
the party, I
hamburgers.
give the fourth most recaps. Okay.
Out of the party, I give a number of most recaps.
Out of
I
the
give a
party, I give
percentage.
recaps.
I give a percentage of recaps out of the party,
All right.
and I do have notes from time to time.
So,
on occasion.
We are gonna pick up with the party being pursued. But actually, before we jump there, one quick thing is that Bobby Joe,
Oh no.
we're gonna cut
I'm gonna go
back
back
to you and feel a moment where you hear. Actually, I'm gonna have you make a perception check on what you hear and feel in this moment.
Okay. I don't know. I'm in a void.
Uh,
Oh, it won't show me. I got a 12.
Okay, that's fine. You hear muffled voices, very quiet, and in this void that you're residing in, it feels very echoey, very removed, very distant, but you hear them all the same. Just and your mom looks over and says, "Oh, well, we might be changing hands again soon. Either that or somebody's here to use the book."
What do you We're in a book.
uh,
Bobby Joe's mom sucks, dude.
I know. I don't even like her, and she's my mom.
Thanks for the pertinent information, lady.
Well, it didn't come up until now. You can't blame her.
Yeah, I think.
Mama Vecna over there. Fuck her.
The thing that I was asked to get before I ended up here was this book that was supposed to be very powerful, and so I never got a ton of details on it, but supposedly it was something that was going to take us to the next level. We were going to break big. This was going to be the thing that put us in the position for a one last job sort of thing. But yeah, then it kind of went haywire. And I figured we were in something because there's been a couple of times that, and as you are having this conversation, that she says a couple of times that her speech is interrupted by the feeling of tilting, as though you're on a ship that's hit an iceberg or just hit a giant wave, and you feel yourself, even though it's a void, you feel yourself sliding and sliding and sliding, going faster and faster with no end in sight for some time, and then it levels itself off, and then you tilt the other way. And there's a couple of minutes where you're just tilting back and forth until you're eventually like righted and equilibrium is restored.
The only thing I pictured in my head is Loki when he was like, "I've been falling for 30
Excellent reference. And as you are set to equilibrium, there's a bunch of like the theme park, whoa, 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 that kind of calms down. And your mom says, so yeah, there's been a couple of times that happened, and I figured it was whatever we're in, again, assuming from context clues, the book has changed hands. So I think we just changed hands.
Should we be worried about that?
I don't think so. I mean, we were stuck in a book. Worst case scenario, we continue to be stuck in a book.
I mean, I don't really want that, but
Right, so I'm saying that if someone else grabbed the book, then there is a small possibility that it was in fact your friends and they did follow through and came after you, and that's great. And if not, it still means that someone might use the book, and if they use the book, then they might let us out.
When was the last time that this book changed hands?
She looks out into the void and she's like, I don't know, I haven't really been keeping track of time, darling. I know that years have passed because you're here and you're much older than when I left you, but it's been a while.
Since you left?
What's that?
The book hasn't changed hands since you left, though?
There was the initial... There was a lot of turmoil right when I came into this place. And then it changed hands once. And then it changed hands again a little bit after that. Since then, it's been pretty level.
So, have you tried anything, though? Like, can we do anything from our end?
I mean, not really, as far as I can tell. I mean, it's a void. I've tried just walking. And I got to the point that even I didn't know it was possible for a soul to get tired, but it did. So I kind of just gave up on that, and it's not exactly. And she kind of reaches up. It's not like I can push anything either. This is kind of where the magic fucks us up.
Well, shit.
Yeah, that's about the size of it. You can't really shoot a magic pocket dimension or whatever we're in. So, but I don't know. I guess just.
Do I have anything on me, by the way? Like, do I have my backpack or anything like that?
Let me see. Your body fell. I'm wondering if there's anything that. Are you looking for anything in specific, or are you just seeing what your options are?
Just seeing what my options are, kind of.
Okay. I'm gonna say I think most of your stuff is on. Yeah, I think your stuff is, on your person, or your physical body, not your soul form.
Does my mom have anything on her?
Also, no. Seems like she's just kind of. It is the. She's kind of. She's clothed, but otherwise, she's just kind of presented as normal and unassuming as everyone. Or as could be. This is the soul. This is every artifice and object that can alter your image and how others perceive you has been stripped away. This is her in her truest form. And so you just see a woman wearing cowboy clothes and very much striking the pose and attitude of a charismatic outlaw. But even the place where she kind of rests her hands on her hips, her fingers still splay outwards as though resting on imaginary triggers. But there are no guns there.
Well, I guess there's not too much to do but hope then, I guess.
I guess not. And with that, we will cut from this moment to a chase in progress. As I change music cues, but if you would like to pull up Owlbear, you will see you guys are already on the bridge. All that's been said
Sorry,
is
Sue, I can't get the Wi-Fi.
Nothing else has happened yet. So if you all would roll for initiative.
I would like to say that as soon we had that conversation where they said get them, and I like to say that I was doing something semi-prepared for it there. If you were okay with that or no?
Yeah,
I remember saying it at the end of last
yes,
section.
Yes. So you are going to get prepared action. So you didn't specify beforehand though that you were preparing an action though, right?
I said that I was on guard for something. I didn't specifically tell you what I was going to do, but I was like, I'm tentatively on guard as I hand over this to try to leave.
Okay. I feel all right about that for this
And
go-round.
if you're okay with that, the prepared action is just going to be one thing, and I can stop my turn right there. Like,
okay.
All I'm doing is Misty stepping. I feel like it's not that
Yeah, that's fine.
much of a surprise.
All right, where's my notepad? One second. I'm going to take down Initiative. Do it on this one. All right, 25 to 20.
I got 23.
Okay.
Sledge got a natural 20 for an overall 20.
Okay. So I think what we'll do for that is Desta will go before you, but you get the benefit of if you roll anything, you get the nat 20 benefit.
Great. Love it.
All right. 20 to 15.
19.
Okay.
Also 19.
You have a higher dex, so you will go before me.
I only have a +2.
That's +2 more than I got.
Cool.
All
Good enough.
right. Bobby Joe, you're the only one left?
Well, you mean Catherine,
Cathra?
right?
Or excuse me, Catherine, yes.
Okay. I got 21.
Oh, okay, 21.
Man.
Sorry, I was ordering Instacart because I have no food.
Okay, no worries.
That's fair.
Cool, then this will be interesting. Dope. Okay. Seymour, have you already Misty Stepped?
I'll use it now and put myself in position as long as there's nothing that like magically restricted me. I want to at least be like, hey, somebody could spit off a counter spell or something. Like I'm not jumping to a conclusion.
Nah, you're Gucci.
All right, I will do that and I will mark off my 1 time a day use of Misty Step for free.
Okay. Ooh, interesting.
Don't you dare.
Okay. All right. So, first up is going to be Desto.
All right. Are these guys on top of the tower, or are they down where Seymour was?
K1 and K2.
Yeah.
K2 is down exactly where Seymour was. K1 is at the base of the tower, but would still need to run into the main entryway.
So we can't really see him from where we are?
You would not have just line of sight on K1. K2 you would be able
But
to.
K2. Yeah. Okay. All right. In that case.
Nice
actually,
eyes,
yeah.
AJ.
I was just about to take a picture and be like, this is what Sledge looks like to the rest of the party.
Yeah, but the stone walls on the bridge. I can't see
All right.
them.
I'm going to. Where's Nebuchadnezzar at?
Nebuchadnezzar would be on the ground because he was not reconstructed. He is a
So
pile
excited
of
about this.
bones, and he is a skull in the hands of K2.
Okay.
So I can drop a skull icon for posterity's sake.
I'm going to run up next to Seymour, and while I'm running up, I'm gonna pull the horn of blasting out,
Okay.
and I'm gonna aim it in the direction of K2 and Nebuchadnezzar, and I'm gonna blow the horn.
Nice.
So
Remind me what that does.
they need to each make a con save, DC 15.
Okay.
On a failed save, they take 5d6 thunder damage, deafen for 1 minute. And on
Okay.
a successful save, they take half.
He's not even a full body. He better have this.
And then I need to roll a d6 to see if the horn explodes and fucks all of us up.
What fucks it up? A 1 or a 6?
A 1.
Doesn't matter. Roll for a 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I did not get a 1. Thank
All
God.
right. The knight saved. Nebuchadnezzar did fail with disadvantage. Got a shout out to the 2 crew.
Yeah.
All right, let me roll
That
this
guy.
damage. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, it's 19 damage on the fail. So 9 or 10 damage on save. Yeah.
All right, so Nebuchadnezzar.
And neither of them are made of glass or crystal, so that doesn't take effect. Yep. All right.
Nebuchadnezzar took 19 and K1 took 10. Cool. All right. Is that your turn,
And,
Desto?
hold on just a second.
Yes, sir. As you're thinking, just painting a
That's my
picture.
action.
As this all happens, or as Nebuchadnezzar yells, "Get them!" Seymour misty steps immediately. As he's misty stepping, Desto is running towards the gate, running to assist Seymour, and blows the horn of blasting in through the gate, doing damage as both the knight able to plant his feet and hold his position a little bit, but Nebuchadnezzar and the pile of bones just rattles around this entryway, and the skull bounces off the back wall.
All right, and then I'm going to bonus action dash back to right about here,
Okay.
and that is my turn.
All right, Cathra, you're next.
How far am I? I'm the axe, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna use my javelin since I'm a little further away and throw it at K2.
Okay.
20?
20 will hit.
Dope. 12 damage.
12 damage. Got it.
DM, stupid question.
Hit me.
Because I know how weird video games are.
Okay.
If I throw the javelin, do I then have to go run to retrieve it, or do I just automatically get one like in video games?
In other campaigns, you might have to. In this campaign, we're not playing that rule. So you will either get it back or Sledge will make you a new one. You do not need to worry about keeping track of it.
Cool. So I get
that's one
another.
attack. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just keep launching it if you want.
Okay, cool. That's what I'm gonna do.
All right. Roll another attack.
25.
That's another hit. Roll some more damage.
9 damage.
Okay. Another 9 damage.
Hell yeah.
Got it. And then are you taking any more movement this turn?
I don't think so, because I don't want to be too far from. I don't know. Are we booking it? Are we supposed to? I thought we were trying to kill him and then.
Yeah, fucking
No,
good.
we're just trying to leave. They said get them, so we're on our way out.
I
All right, bet.
I'm fucking
Finish it out then.
looking. They're Tom Cruise arms.
No, that or the what's the movie with the guy who was running at the camera? What is it?
Oh, Get Out.
Get out.
Get Out. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess I'll just run as far as I can go.
Okay.
You know,
Excellent.
like-
Go ahead and do that. Sledge, you're
30
up
feet.
next.
Can't even see you, weirdo.
Hey, what's going on with that, AJ? Fix
Do you
your
want the
camera.
details or do you want the short story?
He's nude.
After he said that, I really don't want the
I
details.
appreciate that,
the short
AJ.
story, I'm
Nudity
trying
would
not
get
to
us-
put down.
Nudity would get a struck from YouTube.
Stripped.
That was the word I was looking
all right.
for.
Frickin'
Freudian
I'm
slip there.
assuming we are trying to run away.
That.
But how's Nebuchadnezzar looking?
like a pile of bones. It hurt, but he's still. I mean,
Yo, fuck that
He's
guy. Just
not
get the hell
nothing.
out of there.
Fuck him. No, fuck him.
I'm going to. Let me make sure third level does nothing, so I don't waste it. Hang on. Yeah, third ain't gonna do anything. So I'm just going to cast second level. I want a spiritual acme anvil just above his head. That is just going to.
Cast head?
Yep, and it's going to fall right on it. And I'm assuming because of nat 20 with our rules, does it get advantage?
Okay. Hold on 1 second. You guys at one point had him pretty low on health.
Yes,
But
but we
I
also
would-
took a short rest.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. I think the fair way to do that, and I'm just going to put this card on the table, even though it's not an exact numerical value, that because you guys took a short rest, I'm going to give him half of the health that he typically has, which is not nothing, but is substantial. AJ, for anything that you are rolling, you have advantage.
Cool.
It does not affect anything that Nebacap would be rolling.
Cool. All right. So my acme is going to do 19 to hit.
19 hits.
And it is going to slam down and be. So 2. No, 3. 3 plus 4. 7 force damage.
Okay.
And then, as the spiritual weapon kind of goes away, I'm going to hit him with a sacred flame. So he's going to have to make a dex save as a head.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think he has great dex.
Especially not in a pile.
Especially not in a pile. Yeah. I'm cool to run with that mechanic.
Music's a banger,
That's
by the way.
nat 1. Thank you. So,
Yay!
roll
So
me
he's going to
damage.
take 11 radiant damage as radiant flame pops on up.
All right.
Let
11.
me make sure it's radiant damage. So, yeah, radiant damage. Cool.
Cool. He looks hurt. I think you smash down with the anvil and crush like a couple of ribs and hit them with fire that kind of scatters the bones. And it's just
Cool.
like, what the fuck? God damn it! He's still got some health. He's still like in the process of reassembling some of the bones, but he looks hurt.
Cool. And then I am going to just run 30 feet across the bridge.
All right. Next up is Buck.
Awesome. I'm raging as my bonus action.
Cool.
I am getting the fuck out of there.
Cool.
And so I, as I try to center myself, I'm running. It's not really working. So I just kind of and also I'm very angry at Nebuchadnezzar for betraying us because I thought that we had formed a bond. Ooh, okay.
You threatened to
Nebuchadnezzar.
throw him in lava like 5 times.
Yeah, Nebuchadnezzar just like crawling with like an arm, his skull just resting on top of the wrist is just like, at what point did I ever imply that I was anything other than duplicitous and a turncoat and still very much evil?
You are in the baby Bjorn, and that is sacred amongst goblins. How dare you? I declare a blood oath against. No, I as I do so, my rage just kind of like pulls magic words, and there's a brief like flash. And so, as a bonus action, I can choose to make a creature force a concentration check to use concentration on their spell as a bonus action.
Okay.
And so, as I do
are
so,
you covering?
it can be anybody within 30
Sorry
feet.
for your movement, because I know Buck is hauling ass.
Oh, for my movement? Oh yeah, no. Also, what I'm doing, if I can, I'd like to scoop Josias.
Athletics check.
Oh God.
Because I'm raging, that's now at advantage.
Mm-hmm. And I think we're gonna say DC 13 because of your size and because of Josias's relative frailty at the moment. Buck is disappeared for a second.
There he is.
That's my magic disruption. You can't see me through my scrying orb.
Gotcha.
That is a good. That is a. How does a 24 do me?
24. You pick him up however you want to be carrying him. Fireman, officer, and a gentleman. Just a sack of flour over your shoulder. Whatever it is, you got him.
No, actually, I scoop him and I've got him like kind of like tucked on my, like kind of like a football.
But like the baby way where you're like holding.
God, why does it keep doing that? I'm so mad.
It's connecting to your phone.
Yes, I can't figure out why it keeps doing that. I'm so mad.
Like,
I'm not pushing any buttons or anything.
You got him sitting in the palm of your hand, and his legs are just like splayed out on either side.
Yes,
okay,
that is exactly what I'm doing. So, because I am making this movement as a part of my rage, I am allowed to move 20 feet as part of that due to my instinctive pounce.
Okay.
And so, that is, are you making me scooping him as a part of my action, or am I just like, is that just like a me running thing?
You
Fan-fucking-tastic.
You're just running.
Cool. I will then move 100 feet down the bridge.
Okay, I believe that will take you off the bridge, but please confirm that for me.
Good. It's hard for me to see.
Okay, I got you then.
It's basically is where the bridge cuts off on here. Is that the end of the bridge?
Ish, but that is not necessarily you are out of initiative. That does not end the combat.
No. Oh no. I'm trying to get Josias off this bridge. I will then, depending on how much movement I need, I'll move probably like 10 feet up, and deposit him, and then turn around and run back.
Cool. We'll say 100 feet gives you exactly that, so you could be turning, but you can't run any back.
Great. Okay.
So, all right, cool. You run with Josias off screen and deposit him on the rocky ground on the other side. And we will check with Seymour. I am going to move these tokens off the bridge for a second. So Seymour, you are up next.
In true Gary Oak style, I'm going to turn around to Nebuchadnezzar and go, smell you later. And I'm going to take off and use 30 feet of movement, plus another 30 feet to dash, and then Misty Step another 30 feet, which is 90, which should get me pretty close to where Buck ended up at.
Correct.
So am I cool to just put myself next to Buck?
Yeah, you should be good.
Since it's just off the map as a general area, I was like...
Alright, actually, I'm curious here.
That's actually like perfect, because I was like next to Desto, and that's 85, so perfect. All right, cool.
Sweet. Cool. So, a couple of things happen, and I'm gonna say Desto and Cathra. You two are close enough that I'll have you two make perception checks.
Deal. I'm probably gonna fail.
You don't say that.
There's that positive self-talk.
Oh, wait, the A means I have advantage, right?
That is correct.
Yeah.
I got a natural 20 for 23.
Did you really?
I did.
I still rolled bad.
Wow.
Catherine got the opposite. Catherine got the opposite of me.
Okay.
Yeah, one of them was a nat 1.
Now, what was the other one, though? Because she had advantage.
13.
Okay.
13.
So 13, you're going to see what I'm going to describe to the rest of the party. Everyone sees as the Infernal Knight steps forward, K2, and recognizes that he is unlikely to catch you guys at your current pace. As K1 also kind of runs into the gate, you see K2 is actually going to stop him because you guys have made good progress. Actually, no. I take that back. K2 is going to be focused on something else. K1 is going to run and get near Desto, not in melee range, but actually he'll use his action to close the gap. K2 is going to swirl his sword in a circular pattern and open a portal. Seymour and Buck, you feel a portal open behind you. The winds swirl up and the sand kicks up. As you then see the dragon move.
Oh, you bastard.
Jump in the portal.
You son of a bitch.
140 feet as the dragon will dash and meet you guys on the other map that is the other side of this bridge. Desto, what you see with the nat 20 is this. You see the portal forming, you see the dragon racing in order to fight you guys. You also hear cries erupt from the other side of the fortress. When I had initially described your scouting for Team Sneaky, you knew that the low rock platform had a number of prisoners in it. You see them begin to start a prison riot.
Oh,
And
God.
every other guard or person that could have thought about chasing you guys is occupied with putting this riot down. With a nat 20, you see two more things. One, you see the guards in this space very quickly being overwhelmed. It seems like this prison riot will be successful. Two, you see one figure stand out amongst the prisoners and the rioters. It's a woman with dark hair, crystal blue eyes, wearing a cowboy hat, a what is it, like the midriff top, and you see a resemblance to someone you've met previously. She looks a lot like Atrear, now that you're thinking about it. Anyway, Desto, it's now your turn.
Anyway, now your turn.
Son of a bitch.
Go to the notes.
Yeah, remind me, who is Atrear again?
So, I will remind you that Atrear is the friend of the demons that
Buck's
you guys
buddy.
met way back when you first landed
Okay.
on Satrania.
See, that makes sense that I would remember that because I was not here for that session.
Oh, you weren't here for that session, my bad.
Yes.
Yeah. So he was the human amongst the demons, or devils, or whatever. I'm using that word interchangeably.
Okay.
He is the human amongst the infernal presence that you guys fought when you first got here. And yeah, Buck had a conversation and maybe some mild flirting with him.
Buck flew him away, right? That was the one Buck flew away in?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember him flying away with somebody, but I didn't know what they looked like. Okay. I have some things I would like to do.
Okay.
So,
hit me with them.
all right. This is what I want to do. I want to bonus action disengage from K1.
Yep.
I'm just gonna lay it all out there. This is what I want to do.
Okay.
My bonus action disengage from K1. I want to run up to K2. I would like to, if I have to make a sleight of hand check or something, that's fine. I want to try to grab Nebuchad's head and use my Cape of the Monobank to dimension door him to where Buck and Seymour are with me,
Oh, shit.
along with myself.
Okay.
Because fuck him, he's not getting away with this.
Throw him in the lava.
That's exactly what I'm gonna fucking do.
Let me look up the language of Dimension Door.
I believe it is a contested role for an unwilling person. That is as much as I remember.
You teleport yourself. You're exactly at the spot. Range is 500 feet. That's plenty. One willing creature. It does not say anything about an unwilling creature.
Oh.
Oh, is he willing?
Yeah, he's willing. I'm gonna ask him when I run up there.
Is he okay with it?
I'm gonna go.
Hey,
Hey,
bud.
come with us.
Want to come back in the Bjord?
Okay. This is
I'll use my
interesting.
deception.
Let's consult texts, aka Google.
I'm gonna run up. Hey,
Unwilling.
Nebuchadnezzar, they're staging a prison riot. This place isn't gonna last. Come with us now if you want to live.
If Reddit comes through for us, this is going to open up so
Reddit.
many.
As much as I love to bend the rules and say,
Stop it, Brent. Stop it.
or
Stop
yes
it, Brent.
and,
Let him read Reddit. Stop.
Jimmy,
Stop
write
it.
Reddit right now.
no,
I'm
cease and desist.
seriously typing on Reddit.
Furiously typing. No, you actually can.
I just picture the Kermit the Frog.
Actually, I used to work for Wizard of the Coast, and you totally can. They forgot to add it in the thing on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, there's a lot of conversation and nobody seems to have strong feelings on it.
Go for it.
So I'm gonna make my counter argument here. This is my argument. I'm gonna say it, and then take it. You do whatever you want with it.
You got it. You got the floor.
Okay.
Hit me with it.
Okay. Nebuchadnezzar is. I understand if it's like a full-bodied creature. It's literally just a skull. I want to just wrest it away. So technically, it's kind of an item. Like he's a creature, but it's just his skull. So I don't want his whole body. I just want his skull.
That's a great argument. Great.
I could see if it was a whole creature and I'm like grabbing him and forcing him to come with me. But I just want to wrestle his skull away real quick, just like pop it out of the knight's hand, grab it like a football, and then dimension door out.
Okay. All right. So let's
Let
see
him
here.
cook.
I'm crossing my fingers for you, Jimmy.
Let Russ cook.
You can get there in 25 feet of movement.
Let Desto cook.
I will say that I will allow this all to happen. The one thing I'm going to need here is you are going to roll sleight of hand. I'm going to allow it to be sleight of
Absolutely.
hand against K2's athletics. Higher roll keeps the head. I assume you
Okay.
want to do everything else regardless of whether or not you get the head, or am I incorrect in that?
No, that's exactly what it is. I want to do everything else, regardless of the outcome.
Okay. All right. Do you want me to roll first, or do you want to roll at the same time?
I want you to roll first.
Okay. So.
I know what I'm dealing with here.
And then just say one of whatever he said, one above whatever he says, Jimmy.
I'm doing what the 49ers should have done in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna put out there. The knight adds a +6 to this.
Okay.
Oh fuck.
Those are rookie numbers.
Those are rookie numbers.
Versus like a +11, right?
He got an 11, which means the total that you need to beat is a 17.
Oh, I got it, dude. I rolled a 13 out of +12 for 25.
God.
All right.
Not even.
So the party.
Let's go!
The party looks on as Desto disengages, like backflip and then kip ups, past K1, runs directly back into Brimstone Hold, grabs as K2 is concentrating on opening this portal for the dragon, grabs Nebucath, or just the head of Nebucath, and then with a furl of the cape, casts Dimension Door himself, opening a second portal in close proximity, and jumps through. And I assume you end up on the full other side of the bridge.
Yeah, I want to end up like, I'll say, like probably 10 feet to the side of Seymour.
Okay. Excellent. Yeah. So
and I know you're not going to let me throw the head yet, so
you have done
which I completely understand.
We're saving that for a cinematic masterpiece. Just
have done
let it marinate out. You already cooked.
Just let that marinate. Just let that marinate.
Incredible, insane.
Hell yes.
Cool. Catherine, do you have anything?
I don't know if I can follow that.
You absolutely can.
She's going to run fast. Very fast.
Yeah, honestly, I'm just gonna run fast.
Okay, cool.
Hell yeah.
Where's the Wolverine?
What is your speed?
Yeah. 35.
Okay. You can cover 70 feet. And I believe that might put you at about even. Yeah, that puts you about even with the rest of the party.
I didn't know I could run double because I only moved 35 feet last time.
You used an action to throw javelins.
Never mind.
So you would not have been able to dash as an action, which is how you get to use double your speed.
Okay.
Sledge. I'm assuming you're running as well, or are you doing anything different?
Stop assuming.
Him and his tiny little legs.
I'm gonna first use my bonus action to whack K2 in the face with my Acme anvil.
Ah, yes, your spiritual weapon. Okay.
Close the portal.
And that is going to be a 10 plus, I believe, 8, so 18.
18 just hits.
Hell yeah. Now, some questions for you. That is going to be 8 force damage.
Okay.
Does he have to make a concentration save for this portal?
No, he does not.
Damn. Okay. Well then, I'm going to start running.
Yep.
And can you confirm the dragon's not in this portal yet, right? Is he like halfway?
No, the dragon. Sorry, I should have moved his.
The dragon's not even portal. The dragon's flying over the top of the place, right?
The dragon flew. So the dragon flew 160 feet on its turn.
Oh, okay.
He's ahead of us.
It flew through, like it covered the entire ground from where it was to the portal, and has another 20 feet of movement out of the portal.
Okay.
Yes, that sound is before you should.
Oh my god.
Brett?
Now, is the portal still open?
The portal is still open.
Is it like open because it's like about to close on his turn, or does it look like he's trying to summon more stuff?
Insight check.
Insight? I think I'm good at insight. Let's see.
You should
Oh,
be.
No. No, I am not. I'm just kidding. I'm 18.
18?
I got a +8.
It looks like it was mainly like that was the thing, and you see like as the dragon passes through it, the knight's shoulders like drop a little bit. In cool, I've done what I was supposed to do.
Well, you know what?
Okay.
I was gonna dispel magic, so fuck you, Tyler.
No, I was gonna force a concentration check, so we'll see what happens.
Okay, I'm going to run 30 feet. Okay, 15, 20, 25, 30. Almost off. How far up is the drag? Actually, fuck it. No, I'll dash so I'm with the rest of the guys, because I'm assuming that 30 feet I'm still on the bridge. I will dash to get with the rest of the folk
Cool.
off the bridge. And I
we will
will
change the map.
chill for a bit.
We are about to get breath attacked, baby. Ah,
Absolutely.
Alright, so if the party would be so kind as to put yourself kind of in this area, I will allow some flexibility just as long as you don't go past this brown spot, wherever you like to be for that. The brown spot is where the dragon's going to be, as I get his token that I forgot to get.
I want to be as far as I can.
Do we have our tokens?
I don't.
Yeah, we don't have our
We have
tokens.
access to our tokens.
Oh, my bad. Alright. Then,
If you just
roll
drop
20.
them, we can move them, I think.
yeah,
I think
allow-
you have to drop them in.
Cool.
Let me see if I could find a way to save that, though.
Moment. Alright.
What's the breath? I'm confused.
You said the breath attack?
I just
Kayla?
said that.
Is that what you were asking?
No, where's the brown spot he was talking about?
Oh, the brown spot. Oh, up here at the top of the...
where
where's
Desto
the
and Gond
tokens?
are. Or,
Oh, I didn't know.
Desto and Sledge are sitting.
I mean, you can call me Gond. I just hope I get the
No.
stats that go with
Your
that
title
title.
threw me
Gond.
off because you're playing as Gond.
God's chosen.
God's chosen. I want to be up as far as you will let me. Seeing I used the dash action.
You may go
That's
as
as
far
far-
as the brown spot.
As far as he'll let you.
There's a couple brown spots. Fine brown.
I'll give you a couple brown spots.
Don't count on it. Man, I'm getting another beer because this is dope.
Who shit in my pants? It wasn't me.
Did you shit in my pants?
Did you shit in my pants?
The DM shit in our pants, in our metaphorical pants.
Yeah, that's exactly what this is.
That's exactly what it is. But he let me grab the
Tyler.
skull, so it's all right. I forgive him.
We're fucking tired.
You're level 9. Deal with it.
Not
We're
all of us
fucking
are, right?
tired.
Touchy subject.
Yeah, Tyler.
If I die, I'm solely blaming the fact that I'm not level 9.
Alright. Do I
That extra
have-
HP would have made the difference, man.
Oh, that
I hear ya.
3. Wait, no, it'd be probably about 6 or so. Those 6 extra.
I'm at
HP.
half HP as is, so
What am I doing? I do have the red dragon.
this might not end well for me. This might end poorly.
Dudes, I'm so fucking excited.
There we go.
Hey, Brent,
Alright.
are you? Oh, wait, never mind. I'll ask at the break when we get a break.
Okay.
Apologies. It's going to be a conversation that'll take a while, so
Sure.
I'm going to go ahead and put the skull on there. Again, just for posterity's sake, you only have the skull of Nebuchadnezzar, so he can't really do anything. But
absolutely.
he can jaw at you.
Use him as a shield, Desto.
Fuck him.
So.
No, fuck him.
Let's see. Kafka ran, Sledge ran. Buck, it is your turn. And I should put Josiah. on here.
So now-
Technically, question, DM.
Yes, sir.
Can Nebuchadnezzar be deafened? Because technically he's deafened. From the Horn of Blasting.
Ooh.
That's a good.
He can be
Those are
deafened.
good.
So as
Hell
you
yeah.
appear, you just hear him yelling, "Ah! Who? What the
I'm just holding
fuck?
him.
I can't
I'm just
hear
holding his
shit.
head, waving at him.
You fucking interloper! What have you fucking done?"
I'm just giving him the bird. Pun intended.
All right, Buck, you're up, buddy. And I put your traveling
I don't know,
companion with
this-
you.
I am going to, as gently as I can, I'm going to deposit him. And I don't know if y'all have. It's like every time I imagine these moments, I think of a very distinctive moment in the Edward Norton Incredible Hulk movie, where Hulk kind of like you see him like sigh a little bit, and then he looks up and then starts snarling. That's a moment that Buck has right now, as he's just like he's tired. He's tired and he doesn't want to deal with this anymore. But there's a fucking dragon, so Buck will run up and I think at this point he would know enough that he needs to fly as much as he can. So is going to go 25 and actually go 30. Wait. No, poo. Okay, so no, Buck is going to go here and then just jab at this dragon with his glaive at his 15-foot reach.
Okay.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. Good play.
So at the very least, could I have amended that I take Josias with me here and then drop him off, because realizing that he is just like directly in the path of this. Does Josias get a turn? And if he does, when is he going?
Okay. You may amend your turn to put Josias where you would like to. Josias may have a turn if you would like him to, and he will go directly after your initiative, and he is your responsibility.
The only thing that I want him to do is I want him to run and hide or dodge. That is it. That is all that I want him to do.
He has
I don't want him to
stats,
contribute.
So whatever you want him to do on his turn, which is on your turn, you can have him do.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? I am gonna have him do that. Okay. So I will still carry him with me here, and then I'll just kind of give him a nice little like kick in the pants, and run. As like kind of spittle and froth is coming down my mouth, as I am still raging, and then I will turn and then jab at the dragon.
Yeah, and he goes from
this attack.
riding in your hand with like his legs kicked out like he's on a roller coaster, and as soon as you set him down, he's like waddling a little bit trying to get his balance, and you kick him, he waddles even more trying to regain his balance, and then runs. And we'll put him behind this tree.
That is exactly where I want him. If you will allow him, I want him to crouch a little bit too. I know he can't hide or dodge.
He is as small as he can be.
Great. Then 2 attacks, Bliss. Fuck. So close. That is a 28 to hit.
Hits. Jesus.
It was almost in that 20. That's cocked. That is a nat 20.
Let's go.
Jesus. Alright.
Let's
Hit
go.
me with all
Okay.
the damage.
And then I will make a third attack with the butt end of my glaive,
Okay.
because I assume that this dragon isn't concentrating on a spell.
That would be correct.
Okay, I didn't think so. Okay, that is a 25 to hit.
That'll hit as well.
Okay.
Our
So,
party is just foiling
I will-
all of Tyler's plans.
I will first roll my first glaive and my butt end, and then I will do my crit afterwards.
I will help you do math on all of it, so just give me numbers.
Okay. Oh, that's good. Okay. 7 plus 3 is 10. Plus 15
Plus 15
is plus 15
25.
is 25. Okay, and then for the crit, I need how many? Let's make sure that I'm doing this properly. I roll 1 additional damage die. Okay, so then we do max damage for crits.
Yes.
But it'll only be on the 1, not the brutal critical.
Correct.
Okay, so that's not as good. 2 plus 10 is 12.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 8 is 20. Plus 6 is 26.
So 26 plus 25 for a total of 51 points of damage.
Sir.
All right, cool. 51 damage as the dragon goes from spotless to hurt. Still has, I would say Buck slashes once, twice, 3 times into the chest. The first 1 or 2 strikes, or the first strike kind of cuts open a spot in the scales, where the second strike, Buck is able to deal like a deep flesh wound to the dragon, and then the butt end of the spear kind of flips up and just stabs for just a little extra jab of pain in the already open wound. Excellent. Wonderfully done, Buck.
Thank you. In Goblin, I will just snarl. This was supposed to be an in and out mission. Quick 20-minute adventure. I'm tired and I want to go home, and I work with fucking children.
All right.
As he goes in his defensive stance.
I look.
All right, calm down.
He is just constantly eating muffins.
Buck has several muffins.
Buck gets a thicker AC the more fat he gets by eating muffins throughout the campaign.
Just slowly building up his fat reserve.
Seymour's Tony Khan just sitting next to him.
Just sitting there, just what is he doing? Anyway, that's my turn, DM. Thank you.
A good turn.
Great fucking turn.
Seymour, what do you got for me next?
I need this dragon to make an intelligence saving throw as I cast the spell.
Okay. Let's see. Let me just check one thing real quick, but I will give you that in a second. That's what I was wondering. Is it this one? Yeah, I think it's okay. Intelligence saving throw. You got it. That is a shout out to the 2 crew. So he fails.
Hell yeah!
All right. Are you using a resistance on that?
I am not.
Okay. The target must make an intelligence saving throw. On a failed save, the target takes 7d6 psychic damage and is incapacitated until the start of your next turn. Shout out to Ralathim's Psychic Lance.
Dude,
He already said he's not using it.
Yup, he already said it. We're holding to it.
What the fuck?
You
is
even
this?
gave him a chance to.
What a
What
great
kind of spell is this?
4th level enchantment spell.
Taz,
I
great
think-
fucking spell. Let's
Ralathim's
go!
Psychic Lance.
I think it's from like it's Xanthar's or Tasha's, but it's a fucking doozy.
It's from
I have
Fizz-Baz.
used-
I just pulled it up because I was like, is this some unearthed arcana bullshit? But no,
I have.
it is
This is not my
Fizz-Baz.
first time using this spell, but everybody's failed, or everybody's
Sure.
passed. So it's only been half damage, which is still okay. But
All I think of in my head is this big bad guy that's all like puffed out, ready to fuck us up. And then Seymour just like pokes him. And he's just like, ah.
well, it's a psychic lance. But
Wonderful. Good for you. Roll me damage.
I wasn't expecting all of this. Haha.
I didn't think I'd get this far.
Okay, a modest 22 damage.
Okay.
A lot of ones and twos in there. And is incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
All right. Let's make sure I remember what incapacitated is. So that means he just can't.
I just looked it up. It says
do an
can't take
action or
actions or reactions.
Cool. He didn't want to do any of those anyway.
You gave us too much freedom.
And as a bonus action,
But wait, there's more.
I'm going to bardically inspire Cathra.
All right. Cool. Um.
I'm just gonna go, get in there, girl, get some action.
He's gonna do the snap too.
Oh, girl,
get
like
in
strike
there.
a chord, just like a.
Alright, well, I think what I'm going to have the dragon do is it's going to fly back 60 feet as it roars in pain. It's going to fly back.
Do you get an
60
attack,
feet.
Buck?
That
You
was
would.
a great question.
What the fuck?
And the dragon is now going to be 20 feet in the air above this bridge.
19 hit.
A 19 does hit.
Gotta get rage on. Oh, yes, I do. That is 18 points of damage.
Jesus. Alright, 18 points of damage. The dragon is not liking any of this. It's very hurt. Well,
Good.
is hurt. And yeah, with a screeching roar, flies backwards 60 feet and hovers 20 feet in the air above this bridge. And that is all it can do on its turn. Jesto, you are up.
I'm trying to top my last turn. Stand by. Stand by momentarily.
Alright. As the party
This may be the
sizes-
first time I've been able to drink in a week, so
The party sizes up their situation. They've just fled Brimstone Hold with a deafened and, at this point, sort of just murmuring to himself, Nebuchadnezzar's skull in the hand of Desto. Josiah cowers under a tree. This dragon is the only thing left in the way of their escape to freedom. But you know, if you were to turn back, you would have a load of infernal knights. I will also say you hear a triumphant roar of 80 people screaming in unison as you get the sense that they have overpowered some more guards in this hold.
I'm going to, before I do anything else, I'm going to yell back to Seymour, like, they're staging a riot in there. and from the sound of it, I think they won. When we're done, we need to help them.
Seymour will ponder that.
What's that
Great
little way
It's
to
not my
ponder?
turn.
Okay. What else do I want to do here? Okay, so you said he's 20 feet in the air.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to...
Hey, my
it's not-
Instacart order just got here, so I'll be right back.
Okay.
Just not liking any of these options, man.
Man,
Okay.
it's all right. You all good? You don't got to make an MVP, Hail Mary every single turn. You did good.
Thank you. Okay. I'm gonna, being that there's not really much else for me to do here,
Okay.
I'm gonna throw a card out from the deck of illusions.
Okay.
Ooh.
Where's the one? That was the assassin was what I got before, so I need to take that out of the deck. All right, hold on. Okay. I got an ace of spades.
Which means
The Ace of Spades.
Shouts out the Motorhead. Okay. Sorry, I clicked off my screen, so I'm now having to pull it back up. Apologies.
you're good. I am well aware of computer buffering issues.
Diamonds, ace of spades. Okay. So I'm gonna throw the card out to right about here, and it is a lich. It is the image of a lich that comes out. Very fitting, I feel like.
All right. What am I even gonna put out there for that?
Wow.
We'll do
You
this.
can't put a skull.
When's this boss fight happening, Tyler?
Oh, shut the fuck up, AJ.
Shut your mouth.
All right. So a lich pops up. Okay. Cool. Let me see. What else would you like to do with your turn?
That is actually. I'll move up a little bit. I'm gonna move up to like right here, and then that will be my turn. Or actually, could I like I'll bonus action hide. I feel like in that crevice, I probably would be able to hide a little bit.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
All right. I think this is a good moment for us to take our 5-minute break as Kathra is getting her food. I'm going to go get some stuff as well. But yeah, we're taking a 5-er and we'll be back at 9:45-ish.
Hell yeah.
Great.
Sounds
Okay,
good.
so Brent,
Yes.
I was telling AJ, or no, I was telling somebody about this the other day. I'm playing Baldur's Gate finally.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things I absolutely hate about this game, dude, is like I feel like some of the encounters are just like ridiculous. and they like. I feel like it just like takes away from the game. You know, so I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to turn the difficulty down to explorer mode, so that I can actually enjoy the fucking game.
What are you on right now?
I'm on just normal.
Some
Balance.
What level are you?
I think my party's like level 7, 6 or 7.
What's the, if you don't mind me asking, what's the
Where are you?
Yeah.
I'm at the Arcane Tower. I just did the Arcane Tower like fight at the top of the tower.
In
The animated armors. Yeah.
Yeah.
But before that I did Grimforge.
Grimforge is one of my favorite fucking ones. Dude, there is like a, it's like a typical game where like there is an easy mode button tactically if you do stuff. And a lot of it has to do with just go to the enemy and just examine them. And then, because it tells you their strengths, weaknesses, everything like that, and like what abilities they do.
Yeah.
So you can do that.
I will say, go ahead, sorry.
No, you go ahead.
Okay. The Grimforge is also one of the hardest fights in the game. And it is...
Dude, that
like,
fight got ridiculous for me. So, just to be clear, typically a beholder is not supposed, or a spectator is not supposed to show up during that fight, correct?
No, not at all. What'd you do?
Yeah. Dude.
What did you do?
A fucking spectator popped out of the ground right at the beginning of the fight, and I ended up having to fight a spectator as well.
Did you throw something like an
No.
iron flask? You didn't throw an iron flask or anything.
No. I threw nothing.
Then maybe
it literally popped up, and I was like, "Why, God, do you fucking hate me right now?"
That might have been a bug.
Oh yeah, dude, and I somehow won the fight.
Good, dude.
Damn.
you can beat his ass with salamis. It's actually a great. It's like Brett said. It's really hard, but it can also be really easy. I like. I don't know. I had like a nerd boner as soon as I was like, "This is the greatest thing I've ever seen in a video game. Let's go."
The game is fantastic. My only thing is just like, I do these fights and then I get wiped, and I'm just like, dude, this is like taking away from the game right now.
Wait, dude.
I'm all about having a challenge, but I'm like, come on, you know.
Wait until you do honor mode, and you're like, this is such an easy fight. I remember this, and then all of a sudden they have legendary actions, and you just get force pushed into the lava. And you're like, all right.
My thing is, I'm just like, you know, for my first playthrough, I want to play it on Explorer so that I can actually enjoy the story and
then do it up. You know, it'll probably still be really fun.
And I actually went to Reddit, and several people said the same thing. They were all like, the key to this game for the average like player is to play on Explorer the first time so you can actually enjoy the story. And I was like, yeah, okay, so I'm not the only one. But you know, I also have that pride where I'm like, dude, I can't do this. I have to play on the harder mode. That's how I was with The Witcher.
I am as I get older and I realize that time is fleeting, and you know, the fact that it's like now mid-February and it's like, where the fuck did all this time go? Basically, I have gotten to the point where it's like, if a game is too hard but I want to enjoy it, then I will lower the difficulty. And
yeah, I mean, I'm there because I'm like, I want to enjoy the game so bad. I can see that it's a great game, but it's just like, dude, that shit takes away from the game, in my opinion.
No, for sure. And I think that Baldur's Gate is definitely one where you can lower the difficulty and really not feel bad, because in a lot of ways too, there is still like, you know, you're still doing stuff. It's just that combat is easier. And so then you can focus more on like the choices that you make and your roles and that sort of thing.
Because like 90% of the people that I saw on the Reddit that were talking about the game were like, combat. They were like, combat is literally one of my least favorite things about this game.
Mhm.
Every memorable like moment I have from the game has to do with the story and decisions I made. Nothing to do with combat. Like,
there have been a few moments where I like overcoming a fight. Like the beginning of Act 3, there's a fight that completely threw me for a loop, and I was like, "Oh, okay, like I'm gonna die," and I didn't.
Which one?
And overcoming that, I was like, "This." I'm not gonna spoil it because people aren't there. But one of the first fights at the beginning of Act 3, you should know exactly what I'm talking about. But once I got there and completed it, I was like, oh shit, okay, like that. It was memorable because the fight was so hard and I was able to survive. But yeah, no, combat. I think combat is great and I enjoy it, but it is not my favorite part of Bulky 3.
Jimmy, what's your party layout?
Noodle.
so I'm playing as Valagor. I made Valagor, so I have champion fighter, and then I have Asterion, Shadowheart, fuck, what's the I have Asterion, Shadowheart, and what's the fucking barbarian chick? Karlach. Yeah.
Nice.
Did you forget Karlach's name? How dare you, sir?
I did. I apologize.
It's all right.
Sorry, Tyler.
I'm curious what like all the weapons and stuff you have, but I don't know. I love
My
it.
favorite character in the game so far is Asterion.
Dude, Asterion is the best character. I love it. I hate not having him in my party because I love all his like comments.
I actually have, the further I've gotten to playing the game, I don't even walk around as Valagor. I walk around as Asterion.
Hell yeah, dude.
Because I think he's awesome.
Wait till you get to Act 3, dude. It fucking And I've been young. Brent should have beaten the game 5 months ago. I've been so upset because I want to spoil everything with him. It wouldn't be spoilers if he beat it because then I could talk to him about it. But I can't.
Oh wait, you still haven't beaten the game either?
Shut up, Tyler. Stop mocking me.
I was waiting for him to notice that.
Hell yeah.
If you were true to Catherine, you would do the same thing.
So wait, so should I do this then?
No.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Go grab the muffins.
Everything
real quick.
That was really good.
Let's all try to make
Good
AJ
combo,
feel
you two.
included.
I am
Let's all
very
do it.
much included. I promise you. I'm not feeling bad. I got to alternate.
Oh, goodness. Are we ready to jump back in?
Yep.
I'm good.
All
basically
right.
our
Let's
best.
hit it. Catherine,
Bone Saw
it
is
your
ready.
turn.
All right. Why is D&D Beyond being? I think I'm too far away to do anything. I can't dash if I do an action, can I?
Correct. Your dash would be your action. But you can move and then do something.
Now, barbarians don't get like a bonus action dash, correct?
Correct. That is, to believe it's only rogues.
Okay, and monks.
No, and monks.
Rogues and
Well,
monks,
monks do it. as
It's like a key point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
which they are changing in the updated player's handbook.
Is that for
Interesting.
D&D 1 or
Anyway.
just 5e revised?
I mean, that's what it is. It's like it's 5e rules just
They're the
revised. But
same
anyway,
picture.
that is a complete. It's a complete. They're the same picture. This is a completely side conversation. You can dash at your action or just run. You should have, I guess that would be 35 feet of movement.
Yeah, 35 feet. I don't know if I want to get like too close with dashing.
That's
so I was
fair.
about moving out like right here because that's about 35 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would still have my action that way, right?
Yep.
Yep.
I still don't know if I'm close enough. I'm not. Damn it.
For a javelin?
Yeah, because that's the only thing that'll go far enough. It's only 30 feet, though.
I believe you can throw it at disadvantage.
But if you do a reckless attack, you could throw it at advantage, which would then cancel out, so it's a flat roll.
You cannot roll ranged attacks with reckless attack. It's melee only.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? That's
Correct me if I'm
unfortunate.
wrong, AJ, but I believe that we had that issue.
Unfortunately, you are
That's-
correct.
Well,
This is what's nice about having
Well,
multiple
I'm-
rules lawyers on staff.
Melee attack rolls. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Oh well, sorry.
But it also
So
makes
yeah, you could roll with disadvantage if you want to.
yeah, fuck it. Why not?
Fuck it, why not?
Running up and being like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
All right, so I roll a 2 and then just pick the lower one, right?
Correct.
15?
15 does not hit.
Okay.
Alright, sorry, Kathra. Sledge, it is your turn.
All right. I am gonna run up. Level up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Who's the hat? Is that the Lich?
The hat is the Lich.
Fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna go there. I have a question for you, DM,
Yes, sir.
because it's been sticking with me. The first time you described this dragon, I just wanted to make sure. You said it was like glossy-eyed or anything like that, or you
Correct.
just said it? Is it something we've seen before? Is it something that just doesn't look natural, or is it like dragon pink eye?
You have not seen it before. It does not look natural.
All right, I am going to cast 3rd level Dispel Magic and see what happens.
Alright. Let me pull up the language of Dispel Magic. Alright, I need you to make a ability check using your spell casting ability.
That's the modifier, right?
Yes. So it's an ability check plus wisdom.
That'll be a 16.
16. All right. You throw your magic towards the dragon, specifically targeting its head as you try and clear this effect from its eyes. And you see the magic sort of just press in. And then the gloss that's around the dragon's eyes fades as the dragon sort of shakes its head, blinks, and you see just normal eyes within this dragon. Where'd it go? Work mouse. Yeah, the normal sort of black but glowing with fire eyes as it looks down. Where am I? Or excuse me, it's
Oh
a
my
young
god, I'm
red
so
dragon.
glad
so,
we didn't burn him.
Where am I?
Can I like my turn's not done yet? Like, can I say stuff? Or,
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Like, hi, everybody! Don't hit him no more. Great Dragon, we have just cast off the shackles that this fortress has put on you. Please don't burn us. Give us a chance to explain.
Just coming from the top of AJ's beanie.
No, down here.
Who's saying that?
I
And
lift
looks
up the
down.
Lich's robes, and
Yeah.
here comes Sledge. I'm right here.
And you will see the dragon set down before you, with like a gentle thud as this very heavy, very large creature lands in front of the bridge, and you said you freed me from the Montebank.
Are we in initiative, or can we kind of like free do stuff?
Unless you guys want to jump this dragon, it seems as though initiative is ended.
I'm going to move the card where the illusion is so that the illusion stops.
All right, sounds good.
And I'm going to wait to see if Sledge wants to say anything else before I talk any further.
Cool.
I'm gonna go up slowly and like non-threateningly, and I'm actually going to drop my shield and hammer.
Okay.
And we
in Google Fiber first launch one day,
that's right. We
cost
freed you. I believe, and I'm pretty sure I was correct in believing it, that you were under some type of spell from the evil that fortress contained, and unfortunately, you look like you have a number on you. Do you mind if I help you out a little bit?
Yeah, that would be excellent. Yeah, he looks over at Buck and with his tail sort of points, and it's like, that one packs a fucking punch.
Oh yeah, you don't want to be on his bad side. What is it? 5 + 2. He's gonna gain 5 + 2. 11 points of HP back.
Okay.
And this isn't going to cover even a little bit of what he did, but hopefully it's enough, and it let you know that we are on the same side. I like to believe.
Yeah, you see that you're not able. I mean, this is a dragon; it's very hardy. The amount of healing you would have to push into it to fully heal this dragon, you get the sense would be a lot. But you do see that it was kind of like he was hovering with his hand, kind of like a dog with a cut on its paw. But as you heal it, he is able to push through the pain enough to like put his foot down and plant all fours on the ground.
Do you have a name?
I do have a name. It is in my notes here.
And it's a good name too.
The dragon has notes.
In your notes here, is that Elvish?
In my notes here, that sounds familiar.
His name is Calimrax.
His name is Ping.
Calimrax.
Calimrax. Kalimrax.
Oh man, Caliran.
Given all of this, I will drop my rage, and I will first go up to Seymour, and then to Sledge, and I will give them another form of my bolstering magic. So for the next 10 minutes, whenever you make an attack roll or an ability check, you can add a D3 to that roll.
Nice.
Toy.
So an ability check would include persuasion.
I'm going to hold Nebuchad's skull up towards the dragon. I'm going to be like, this is one of the leaders of the fortress that enslaved you. Just so you know.
Whoa. I assume he wasn't just ahead when you guys found him.
No, he also tried to kill us.
And you've exacted your revenge.
We're not on good terms.
Not fully. He's technically alive still as a skull.
For now.
He probably.
And I'm just gonna. I know he's still deafened. Like it's probably about to wear off.
Mm-hmm.
But he's. I would say he's probably still deafened. And I'm just gonna like turn the skull towards him and just like wave at him.
You just hear him like, "Oh, you fools! That's right. Step right into the range of the dragon. He will smite you down with fires of
I'm
hell."
gonna cover his mouth. He talks too much.
Seeing the kind nature of this dragon, Buck will tentatively reach to his bag, pulls out a cookie, and offers it to this dragon.
Do you want a cookie?
Are you offering me a cookie?
Duh. I made it myself.
That's
He's
so
actually
nice of
very
you.
nice. He is
my
very
God.
nice.
He reaches up his giant dragon foot and very delicately, with like just two of his claws, pinches the cookie, takes it. You see the little like snake tongue flit out, grab the cookie. Oh wow, that's amazing.
Don't
Thank
forget
you.
it. Let's go. End the campaign.
Buck,
When you gift a dragon a cookie, let's go.
Insight check to see if he's just being nice.
I don't.
Oh my god.
Buck
I feel
has
like-
tears streaming down his face.
I feel like this is the equivalent.
Vindication!
This is the equivalent of like WWE with The Rock situation. Like Tyler just heard AJ bitch so much about this dragon. He's just like, all right, I gotta change plans.
Gosh.
I would look to the dragon and go, Calmrax, apologies for not doing full introductions right now. Desto, you said riot going on back there. People need to get saved.
Yes.
Now, and I turned back to Calmrax. Now, there's not a lot of dragons in this world. They only started coming back. I don't know your story, but we would like to know more. Can you patiently wait here and rest while we go figure out what's going on with the riot of people that we can try to save?
Yeah, sure.
Or-
Do you want me to fly you guys back, or
Yes.
chip in at all, or you guys? I mean, do you seem like you could handle it?
I'll look at Seymour. On a fly dragon.
I would look at Sledge and hold on. We did inflict some heavy wounds on you. I don't want to impose if you are not able to, nor am I willing to risk you possibly falling back under a spell. If you think you'll be fine, I'm okay with it, but I think for safety's sake, resting is also fair.
If you guys have killed the Montebank, I should be fine.
I'm gonna look at Buck just like while they're talking, and I'm gonna tell him just kind of like just me and him and be like, I've never flown before. And you can see that I look like kind of excited.
Dude, so much is going on right now. Let's go.
There's Buck is now just freely crying with all of this like heavy emotion stuff happening. Like there's a prison riot. This dragon is saved. He ate a cookie and said that he loved it. And then Desto wants to fly. This is all just really heavy for Buck right now. So he just kind of like, I'll get you to fly, little bird. It'll be good. And just like is dabbing at his tears and is just like, so what does plan? Are we going to save people? Are we putting Little Bird on Calamax and going across the bridge?
While he's tearing, I'm just gonna like pat him on his thigh, like there.
You see Calamrax is looking.
Anime crying.
Yeah, Calamrax looks over. I was just like, "Oh shit, are you crying, dude? Don't cry, because like you guys saved me, and like that. Don't like." You start seeing like little drops of fire come out of the dragon's eyes and landing on the ground around you.
Sledge is good. No, you don't understand. For all that's gone on, I think you saved us. I'm gonna hug his leg.
Seymour is literally just going to be like the exact.
I'm gonna look at Seymour
right now. Just like,
what
are you
is
fucking kidding me?
I think Catherine's feeling the same as Desto. Like, who the fuck are these people? I can't hear her.
Oh,
I'm just sitting there like I'm excited to fly. I'm not crying about it.
All right. I guess here's the plan. Calamrex, you take these two, and I point to Desto and Sledge.
When you point to me,
On
like
your back?
my ears like get wide, like, oh, this is happening.
You take the two of them, fly over, put them in a good spot to try to help people out. Basically anything that's undead or looks like it's been dead at one time, kill them. If it's people who like they're prisoners, try to save them or not do any harm to them. And we're going to rush the front door to give them a way to run out. And I look to Catherine and Buck, and 3 of us, 3 of them. Seem fair?
Seems good to me.
Let's go save some prisoners.
So, we actually are just going to sort of narrate what happens here. Is that you 3 rush back across the bridge. You kind of had your moment to collect yourselves, and turning with the fury of the dragon behind you, you charge, yelling triumphantly as you cross back over the bridge. Yes, Jimmy?
I'm sorry, Tyler, but can I say one thing that I do?
Sure.
While we're on the dragon, it's me and Sledge, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so once we take off and we're in the air, I'm going to have a couple tears flow down just because I'm so excited.
Okay.
And then I'm going to kind of like serious up for a minute. I'm going to take the skull. And at this point, I'm sure the deafen has wore off.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to hold him up to my face and be like, say hi to Orcus for us. We'll see him soon. And I'm going to chuck it into the lava off the dragon.
All right. Cool. I will, yeah. So, Seymour, Buck, and Cathra run back over across the drawbridge. You see that at this point, the one knight had, K1 had started like turning back to go in. You see the portal beginning to fade for both, and the dragon is able to pop through the portal at the last possible moment with Desto and Sledge in tow. And as the dragon's tail is eking through this portal, you see Nebukad's head just screaming as it drops into the lava and evaporates, is no more. The dragon flies through, lands on one of the towers of Brimstone Hold, and you see where the knights had been lining up. It seems like the prisoners made quick work of the phantoms that were guarding them, but the knights were going to be more of a challenge, and it was likely that lives would have been lost. However, the dragon lands, breathes a cone of fire, and after the fire clears, the knights are all badly injured, and between the prisoners and the party, raining arrows, javelins, a couple eldritch blasts, whatever mild but distanced attack options you have, are able to clear Brimstone Hold of all remaining enemies. prisoners.
I just wanted.
Oh, go for it.
I just wanted to be have it be known that the entire time Sledge is flying, his eyes were closed and he is just hugging like into the skin as hard as possible because he is still afraid of heights. And he didn't realize it until he was already up in the air. After the excitement of the dragon went away, he's just like, "Oh God!" And he just hugs. He's like, "I'm having fun."
A perception check versus Desto's sleight of hand to see if you see Desto crying.
Oh, I have that is a 19. That is a 23.
I got a 20. Dirty
All
20.
Right. So, Sledge, as you begin to like grip this dragon and your eyes close, you like open them just for a moment, see the majesty of the lava beneath you as you soar through the air, and you look up just for a second, and you could swear you see a couple of tears coming down Desto's cheeks as you then look back down, see the distance between you and the lava, and close your eyes and grip the dragon tighter.
Aye, lad. That's some pretty good stonework.
Yeah, and so you all regroup within the fortress. Most of the prisoners seem to just be dashing off across the bridge. A few of them take the time to thank you profusely for freeing them. And they all begin running out.
Sledge, since we cleared this out, isn't this technically our hold now?
We weren't the ones that got caught at the front, Mr. Team front gate. I believe this is our hold now. Seymour can have his own hold. This is ours. And the first order of business is, what should we call it?
Grimfrost hold.
I want to say yes, but I mean, we got to go 50-50 here.
I'm gonna just like put one of my hands on his shoulder, just like, I think that's a fine name.
Okay, I'm down. Let's go.
You just hear Seymour's voice in the back of your head. Wait, wasn't there already a Grimfrost hold? Isn't that where he's from? Question mark.
No, that was Grimfrost. That was Grimfrost Keep. This is Grimfrost Hold.
Grimfrost hold 2.
Why don't we give it to people? Give it to Bobby Joe and her family.
What did they do to get this? They didn't do anything.
This is an A-B conversation, Seymour. See your way out of it.
Seeing my way out of it.
Pun intended.
Oh my goodness. Incredible.
Seymour already has a keep.
Remove the note. Nebucath is dead. All the knights are dead. Creature Codex goes back on the shelf.
Bye-bye, Nebucath.
Yeah.
What a turn of event. This is like the just in the campaign. I'm so happy right now.
No one talks shit to Buck and gets away with it.
No. We still have
What?
Forget Bobby Joe, forget this evil, forget Orcus. Nah, end it right here.
No.
We could. That's what we call it, Grimbird.
Ooh.
Grim Wing, Grim Voice, Grim
How
Mimic.
about Grim Canary Hold?
I'm down.
I think that's a good name.
You see Callum Rax's wings flap a couple of times, and it's just like, yeah, and then like you could put on your banner like a canary, but with like an eye patch, and he's got like a scar going through one of his eyes.
That's a great idea.
That's fucking great.
Right.
You could watch over the place for us if you want.
He like puts a hand up and is like, I feel like I've spent enough time here. I probably need to get home. I appreciate the offer.
We have to put an eye patch on the giant skull over there before anything happens. The lava might not fall out of it normally, but it'll look cool. It'll be intimidating. And
I'm gonna look at I'm gonna look at Calamrax and just, where is home?
Yep. Believe I have this. I'm from. Well, home is the Agatian Islands.
I'm gonna look at him. Just, you need to go home then.
Yeah.
Do you know any other dragons?
Yeah, a few actually.
Do you know any silver ones?
No, we're no silver ones.
I have a question. Are the rest of us with them at this point, or
I'll say
is
that
it-
at this point, like he's having that conversation mid-flight and lands as he's explaining that he's originally be careful.
resides in?
words. He resides in the Agatian Islands with other dragons.
Wait, you're the Agatian Islands, and there's other dragons there?
Mm-hmm. We found
How
kind of
many?
an island that there's not a ton of anything else there, but every now and then, like I was a scouting mission just to fly out and see if there were other food sources. You know, we kind of go through a lot and trying to be cognizant of not completely destroying an ecosystem. But how many? I don't know. There's like 5 or 6 of us, like a few. But I mean, there was at one point. It was, I think I was like the 4th one that showed up, and then there were like 2 or 3 that showed up after me. Or yeah.
Did you guys all like kind of? None of you were born there. You guys showed up there. Is that right? By saying that?
Yeah, I think we all kind of we were in the area and kind of have a sense had a sense of where others were, and it seemed like the Agatian Islands seemed like a safe spot for us to be away from people.
Now, I ask that because we've interacted with a small number of other dragons now. And
Really? None
Yeah.
of my friends have mentioned you.
which is why you just said you tend to stay away from humans. So you guys have not been interacting with anybody to the best of your abilities.
No. I mean, we're trying to kind of figure out what's going on here. We're all kind of asking the elder what he thinks, and he's trying to piece it all together. But we know that historically, y'all haven't been too fond of us.
There's fair to say that, but there's also been a long time since dragons have been on this realm, for what most mortals know.
Okay, it has been a while. Like how long?
2,000 plus years.
Damn. Okay, yeah.
So it comes to a shock to many to see this. There was a dragon whose name I'll get back to you in a second as I look through my notes, that actually came back. He said he was trapped in like a portal between worlds. Came into this plane of existence and wanted to destroy all humans, or all mortals. So,
Okay, yeah.
do you know anything about a rogue faction of dragons, or is that to be frank, we're having a conversation. Are you with them? Is that a thing that all dragons feel?
No, I mean, not all of us. There was some... I don't feel that way. I'm very grateful that you guys saved my life, but I know that there are some dragons that feel differently, and you guys should probably talk to Argus about that, because he'll remember more than I do.
Is he the elder, Argus?
Yes.
DM question. If I don't want to interrupt you guys, so I have a question.
Hit me.
Because it's been a while since we did a lot of stuff in the past. Is it something I made up in my head, or is there? I know we've had like a lot of characters that kind of have popped in, and there's like, has there been any that have been like openly saying they wanted to try to like enslave dragons to be with them on their side in like a war or something like that? Or is that just something I made up in my head?
I don't believe anybody has specifically... no, I take that back. The gatekeepers, not that you met any of them specifically, but you are aware that part of their aim seems to be bringing about a cataclysm via these dragons.
Can I just pass on that information to our boy here and be like, hey, just so you know, like, watch out. There may be people that try to trick you, try to contact you that are not with us or affiliated with the majority of people in this land anymore. And they're going to try to use you to bring about destruction. And then kind of give them a brief description of how, like, what we know about them.
Okay. Wow. I'm hoping that we would be pretty strong in our resolve against them. I think I'm gonna go with the excuse that I was pretty tired from scouting this far out, but certainly it's not my finest moment being enchanted by the Montebank.
Well, it's not your fault. You're basically just the extension of a hand of a full-blown demon lord. So don't be so hard on yourself.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you guys stand around, getting a lot of information from young Callum Rax. Is there anything else you would like to do? We can certainly push this further and ask more questions. I don't want to cut this off before you guys are done.
No, sorry, I had Ulrich. I was looking for the name in my notes.
Sure.
Ulrich, the Silver Dragon.
He's our future boy.
Just to see if that name would ring a bell, and like he probably still came to the answer that Argus would be the person to ask. If we were to come with you to, or meet you at your island, is there a way or something you could do to tell us to get there?
Yeah, for sure. He'll quickly sketch out the islands as he's seen them from an aerial view and point to, as I pull up the map for myself. Yeah, okay. So for anybody that has the map up, and totally understand if you do not, the Agatian Islands are a series of small islands with one central island, the big island. that is historically where most of the people have lived, and then lore has said that pirates and other sort of fleeing, either conmen or refugees, people fleeing for a variety of reasons, typically inhabit the smaller islands. He specifically points to the one on the map with the 2 trees dotting it. It is actually the closest island to... yeah. I'm actually going to swap that. It's going to be the island furthest to the west on the map, the one with the 1 palm tree. That is the one that they live in.
Okay. 1 tree furthest west.
Yeah.
Well, have it be known our names and all of that stuff, and I highly recommend that on your travel back you stay as discreet as possible, because word of dragons being out now puts you at risk. So be safe.
Thank you. Is there anything else I can do for you guys here, or is this a time where I should let you guys kind of do what you guys got to do?
I think we have unfinished business in this area, so we won't tie you up further, but we appreciate your help with everything.
All right.
I've got nothing else above the table if anybody else does.
Thanks again for helping me. Last call amongst the party.
This is going to sound really weird, but can I just a hug?
Just a hug?
I would really... Just a hug. That would really do a lot for me right now.
Yeah, okay. And he will swing an arm around you and just gingerly pull you close into his rounded chest.
Buck just kind of starfishes on and just holds on and just this is nice. I needed this. One last thing. You wouldn't happen to have heard anything about a young woman whose soul may have been taken and disentangled from her body, where that would be possibly while you're here? Anything like that?
No.
Okay.
No, I mean,
Cool.
she just sad, or?
No, she pulled a card from the... I don't know if you've heard about it. It's called the deck of a lot of things. No, that's not right. Something like that.
Many stuffs.
That is the one. Deck of many stuffs. And pulled it, and then she kind of collapsed. And I think her soul is gone. So we are looking for that. We're trying to find her soul. And I didn't know if you had any kind of insights onto where.
Is that kind of
soul
I heard this one what was her name? There's this woman that lost her groove. Stella. She but then she got it back.
Oh, as long as she got it back. Must have been Bard, right?
I hate you. I hate you so fucking much, Tyler. God damn it.
The dragon, both with his wings and pops up on his hind legs and shrugs with 4 appendages, and then flies off.
I had a last thing.
Oh, my bad.
Selfish thing.
Yeah.
He flies back.
Answer. I heard dragons are all super magic and enchanted, right? Like, is there anything we can do to like either call upon you if we ever need help, or can you bestow a blessing on us, or I don't know, dragon things?
There's probably some sort of magic that Argus could do. I'm not tapped in on that. I can thank you guys, like, again, for saving me. I really appreciate it. And yeah, if you guys come by, like, we could definitely like set something up.
Is there like a password we need, or so we don't get eaten, or just say we know you?
I'll be there. I'll make sure you guys don't get eaten.
All right, you better be there. Don't get enchanted anymore.
I won't.
Yeah.
And yeah, Calamrax will fly off.
I'm gonna make him some anti-enchanted armor. He's gonna be.
I think that now I demand. DM, tell us what was in these other rooms now that there aren't bad guys to tell us and harry us.
Get him.
All right. So you guys spend some time going through the other rooms. Let's see here. What does that mean? What rooms did you not go through? Let's do the interior first. You did go into B21 and found like a couple of things. B17 and 18, I'll go ahead and clear those of the different fogs. B18 would have been another barracks. I believe they ended up attacking you in a different spot, but that would have been another fight. B17 was just a kitchen. And that's pretty much it down here. So then we go to the exterior, where I believe the only thing you did not do was you did not investigate, climb up to the mouth of the skull itself.
There's something hidden behind the lava water.
Not behind the lava waterfall, but within one of the eyes of the skull, you find...
Oh.
I feel like this makes sense because we wanted to put an eye patch on it. So while we're doing construction on it, we find it.
You find 14,213 silver pieces. 7,029 gold pieces. 923 platinum.
Jesus.
18 gemstones worth 500 gold apiece. And a fan made of coatl feathers valued at 1,250 gold pieces.
Can you go over that again for me? Sorry.
Sure thing. I can yeah. Would you want me to go over it again or just drop it in handouts?
You could just, if you just drop, or whatever's easier. I would say you can reread it to me and I should be a little more on it, but...
So it's going to be 14,213 silver.
Okay.
It will be 7,029 gold, 923 platinum, 18 gems worth 500 apiece, and a fan of coatl feathers valued at 1,250 gold pieces.
Just wrote hella money in a fan.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much.
You're welcome very much.
So I think that we should all take a nap. and by nap I mean go to bed. And then when we wake up, we look through the book and attempt to see what we can find out.
Sounds good to me.
Do we stay here, or do we want to make it back to the village?
Are there any
about less than a day's trip?
Why don't we just stay?
Stay here. Is there any other of the people that revolted that are still here?
No, everybody left.
No, you actually look around and most of them had left, but you see at this point, you also see the young woman with the dark hair that was sort of helping everybody else get out. And there were a couple people that were like trying to grab personal effects that were hidden in the fortress. And you see that she's helping people still.
And now, remind me, was she the one who looked like What's-His-Face, or was What's-His-Face in here?
She looked like What's-His-Face.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Buck would want a conversation with her, but I don't want to usurp the goings on.
Sure. Sledge stepped away from his keyboard for a moment. We'll allow him a moment to come back. But if he doesn't come back soon, then it's all you.
I mean, I don't see why you can't talk to her, too.
Redwood Empire. A bourbon made in California.
All right, yep, that's all you.
Great. Buck is caught in looking in the middle distance for a second, and then, oh, sorry, I was doing an ad read, and then jogs up to this woman.
Yeah, so Buck and Sledge following behind walk up to the woman who's just sort of air traffic controlling or just traffic controlling these people around. Y'all the ones that saved us.
Sort of. More of, I think we facilitated.
Well, I really appreciate it. That was mighty nice of y'all.
Not to be a little forward, but you look very similar to someone that we met not too long ago. Buck would remember his name, but I seem to have not written it.
Atreyer.
Atreyer. Oh,
Atreyer. I almost called him Atreus, and I'm like, that's not right. With Idaho Duncan, the worst fucking name in sci-fi history. I'm sorry, I'm not bitter. You look like Atreyer?
Yeah, he's my brother.
Oh shit.
Why would that be
wow,
forward?
Okay. No, hey, lady, you look real familiar. No, not officially.
Not officially.
He was very nice to me. But Buck is just starting to get like a little flustered. But
I've definitely seen him get very nice before.
He summons demons.
I'll come up and pat him on
that
the
wasn't
side.
Nice. Do you know anything about that?
Sometimes we like to get naughty too.
No, I don't mean in like a naughty way. I mean like literally like summons demons from the bowels of the netherworld.
Yeah.
What?
I'm sorry. Did we catch your name?
Sorry. Yeah, my name's Taylor. Taela.
Ayla, nice to meet you. The big furry one here is Buck Seymour.
We go around the
Cathra.
circle. Yeah.
Pledge Desto. Cool. So the reason your brother was probably really friendly with Buck is there was a big issue in town between Bonapera and your brother, and there was demons and fighting when we showed up, and he kind of just wanted to tell more his side of the story, but he didn't trust anybody in town. We haven't followed up on it because we had some of our own business, but how'd y'all do that? What's going on?
I think that actually I'm gonna have.
Or have you been in here for a long time? Like, are you part of that? Maybe they're doing it to get you guys? I don't.
I've been in here for not terribly long, but I've been in here for a minute. Well, I mean, if H.R. didn't see he wanted to probably tell you someplace private.
Yeah.
It's kind of a family way of doing things. If you want, we can work on getting our way back there. I'm sure he'd love to see his new friend again. And she sort of elbows Buck.
Kicks the rock.
We do have some other business to attend to, but once that business is finished, I believe we are in need of a meeting for him. And he gave us directions on how to get to him, but just kind of wanted to see and figure some things out because we walked into a whole dicey mess that day and are still trying to make ends of it.
Y'all are going business before pleasure. Interesting. Maybe HR is settling down a little bit. Yeah, I think he probably knows a bit more about what's going on. I was more just in it for the kicks, so that's kind of how I ended up here. This isn't exactly what HR was fighting with, but kind of just caught in the crossfire, if you would.
Understand. Well, put in for a good word for us when you see him again, and hopefully, if everything goes well with the business that we have, it shouldn't be too long before we can make our way there.
All right. Well, hopefully we'll see our new friends real soon. And she gives a wink to the entire party, somehow.
At one time. Yep.
Uh-huh.
Collective wink. Cool.
I'll like walk back over, kind of like as she like walks away, and I'll get next to Buck and just like slowly whisper, like, "So, what do you think your new sister-in-law?"
Shut up, Jesus, God.
Get it.
Buck, like, there's like a ripple of fur as it like kind of like goes from his toes all the way up and gets like kind of crosses his arms, just like weirdly standoffish for a second, and then it's like, oh, I'm really tired. All right, let's go to bed and then read the scary book. Yeah.
So we'll stay here and go to sleep. All right, if that's what everybody wants.
DM. During this long rest, as we're beginning to do so, I would like to put the book underneath my pillow, but I'd be holding on to the cloak of protection. And if I can, I would like to attune to said cloak and kind of Doctor Strange spin it on me as I wake up, having attuned, and the book will then fall on the floor ready for us to read.
Okay. You guys begin to set up camp / whatever, cots, and grab some hammocks and things. Josias looks trepidatious about walking back into Brimstone Hold and stay there again this time.
Call the correct title.
Grim Canary Hold.
Thank you.
I think he, at that point, makes a comment of like, I don't know if I love my name being attached to the place where I was imprisoned, but I also am very grateful to not be imprisoned anymore. So kind of a toss up. I'll just let y'all figure that out.
It's not where you were imprisoned. It was where you were freed. Get it right.
Make a persuasion check, Sledge.
I would like to also say that wherever we stay inside of the hold here, that I use my last 3rd level spell to cast once again Liamon's tiny hut to give us actually like a overnight safe area again, and it's probably comfier than anything he's stayed on in a long time at this point. So hopefully that gives him a little bit more of like a solace, peaceful, because I can like make the dome a starry night and not look like a prison.
Got it. Sledge, what's your persuasion?
I rolled it. Shout out to the 2 crew with a -1, so a 1.
So Josiah's actually got a 5 on his insight check, but as that is still better than your 1, he's just gonna blink at you for a second. Yeah, I don't know that I can just sort of unload trauma like that. That feels like something that is a longer process than just a pithy one-liner.
You don't unload trauma. You just bury it with bunch of armor, and you just make sure it stays deep down.
All right, that feels like very a personal strategy that I don't know is the best, even for you, but certainly not in general. And he'll just sort of toddle off.
Hey, Tyler.
Yes.
Don't hate me, but I'm going to have to hop off because I'm going to fall asleep sitting up.
Okay. Can you give me like 5 more minutes?
Okay.
Thank you. We'll wrap this up super duper quick. Actually, I think what we're going to do is I'm actually going to end the session here. You guys are going to get the benefits of a long rest, and we will pick up in the morning. And yeah.
So picking up in the morning. I'll log on at 8. I'll expect everyone to be here.
Yeah.
Cool. So let's.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.